Beni Ohalenga, Ya Ohalenga Pete, Ya Poko, Senko, breaking news on TV. Now the bank now wants to declare how much has been stolen. For example, 10 million. Yeah, if you offer 1 million, yeah, bank declare 10 million.
Mm-hmm. How are you going to account for that?
So if
That
you
million
they
euro.
regretted going to steal.
So I feel like
They-
Gambia Fikola, the bank has made double of.
yes.
Oh, wow,
Where?
interesting.
Davi fe nenye hawe mela office you hear me ba wanu kana vi joko wa
Mm,
nyede. Oh,
mm,
here me over kaka office nye. Ah,
mm,
ofi japete, ofi 100 million.
mm-hmm. But maybe
Let's me, do
50
I
million go
50
fee.
pesos ko?
Yo. Let me take this last one and we'll jump to the next one. This one says NDC will begin delivering on promises from January 7th. It's coming from Ato Forsen.
Oh,
Remember, they
okay.
have 120 days promise,
Oh, yes, yes.
100 days promise. Keep an eye on that. Yo.
Yeah, let me take you to my joy online briefly. Say these are educational issues. Say delay in education ministries. 180 million Ghana cedis debt payment holding up release of result. WAEC is saying this. So the West Africa Examination Council WAEC has disclosed that delays in the release of funds from the Ministry of Education are affecting the timely completion of post-examination processes for 2024 West African Senior School Certificate Examination. In a press release issued on December 9, WAEC release revealed that although the marking of essay and practical components was completed in November 29, 2024, the scanning of objective test card has been stalled due to the breakdown of scanners.
Hmm.
This delay has been attributed to lack of funds needed for repairs and other operational activities. The quote, the council is awaiting the release of additional funds out of the outstanding balance of 118 million Ghana cedis from the Ministry of Education to enable scanning process and other post-examination processes to continue. The statement reads unquote. So basically that. So me and Vicky talking on the dopo. Hey, by this time, people about per result. Ne don't know no applying for tertiary institutions. Well, over your first scan, I can scan objective. I can mark objective away. Egbele
Oh.
and gale yosilo me gane melo siolo. Ake gala mero kotokume. The
Uh,
Ministry of Education for Kutukume 118 million Ghana
mm,
cedis.
mm, mm,
Gavie Himiolo.
mm.
And the guy Kimi Wako repair machine and I got Hefena Dawala. You know they have temporary stars.
Yeah.
Those who mark and cool. Now we have to result Emile to do that.
But so how so all over how affect would they because
Oh, definitely.
the university will open admission, they always got me vowel.
And,
You
and,
cannot get
and
the
a lot of
admission.
people apply, awaiting result,
Awaiting
awaiting
result.
result, awaiting result. And here is the case.
Oh,
So
very sad. These are some of the shortfalls on the our education system.
yes, yes, yes,
Mm,
yes. Seriously, and it should not be. It should not be. And going forward, the new administration, as in government side, I think they should streamline the thing so that some of these funds should be released on time.
mm-hmm.
It will surprise you. It's time for examination, and students don't have their practical materials. Meanwhile, they are all part of the campaign promises. We'll pay this. We'll pay that. It's
Mm.
free. Everything is free, and they don't have practical materials to do their practicals. Eh?
SSLO, SSN. Anyway, if you don't have much more, then we'll focus on issues in whole year.
Okay.
And just yesterday, we just picked up an information. Bella, Amado, NDC, be the MC, back there are certain fertilizers, though, la PME, you can any to be personal residence. MC, but the you can man of me no all the time. Obe opac fertilizers, so play aglebenuza zando de fimi which is over intel you pick any bear. They found out Bella Opak they are planning to move it and all kind of allegations over Bella. Those are some of the things those are na campaign. And as they are about to leave office la, not only all over custody la odiboa ayi a tromo now alo agbubo piko ko ide tefa bubu that Yova about concerned citizens or and this is Yova about concerned citizens but you want to protect public property or government property bear na John Dramani Mahama ba hoziere makanye efukpekpereke na John Dramani Mahama or that you over be you are protecting no that you let me no be me po the whole gate enu with police escort all of me but they are going to stay there 24 hours but you are make sure be enu me you move let me before then that they have a video that they have also done to show the fertilizers you can home and according to them they've confirmed be fertilizers all home you have intel be odibo move which is what they are preventing earlier on che obe you have possession of street light though amaro for street light though le a whole municipal assembly ko yede tepabubu eye you over low le moji eye ko street light yo cover police station you arrest police I mean you hear street light fee bet you so according to them la these people are in the police stations right now we are trying as much as possible bear me atanwa the honorable MC who Kenya divide bossing bear wanami no chuchuka kude exactly nya kuwe jo we want to hear from him if you're another accused ola let's hear from the person who has been accused to find out from him whether the accusation is true or not. And in fact, will not be a nice thing. But Lemola, then I think that he'll be a very free person. And in fact, he has a very have a reputation to protect the what really happened. Should those things be in your private custody? Or where is it supposed to be? A lot of you are, these are some of the questions that we'll find out. Frank.
Yes.
And yeah, you did. Bakajibo was following ya.
Okay. Let me start this way. You mentioned private property, private custody. But your head is assembly. They say he's bungalow, right? And bungalow means what?
They say he's a resident that is not using at Ring Road.
So it's
One
a
of his
government bungalow. So it could be that there's no space in the assembly.
That is assumption.
That's why I say it could be. It could be that there's no space in the assembly for them to park the stuff there. Do you understand? So, but meanwhile, he himself is not living in the bungalow. He lives in his personal property.
He's not living in the bungalow.
No, he doesn't live there. We severally we meet and he has been saying it, say it everywhere, that he doesn't live in the government bungalow. So washing machine, but in all this, I will continuously condemning the act. See, all along, these things has been packed there. All along, things go there, staffs go there, and we have not turned ourselves to become security people, watchmen. Nobody appointed these supporters to become what? Security officers. Water. All along, when for the past 3 years, Divide Bossing has been in that office. How many times did you see these people, this group of people say, okay, we are going to guard his house because his life is in danger?
Has his life been in danger?
So
No.
it's a question I ask.
So that one is
So
not in
in all this, see, I seriously, I will say again, I don't subscribe to some of these things. You should allow the system to work. If you have picked intel that something is about to happen, what do? Go to the police station. go and report to the police. Allow the security agencies to investigate. But BNI is there, police special security officers, those they say intelligence agency is there. They can do thorough investigation.
Don't you think that they are being vigilant about state property? In fact,
So
they are
since when
concerned.
do they realize that they have to be vigilant for the
Yeah,
past
because
8 years?
because their government has come into power, they don't want their government to suffer, so they want to make sure that things are in place,
If you talk
so that
about
so
suffering,
that they are able to win
if you talk
election
about
again.
suffering, we all know this government is going to suffer.
How do you know it's going to suffer? Well, anyway, that's why they want to limit the suffering
Oh,
by making sure that things are not.
by protecting ordinary fertilizer, by
Yes,
protecting ordinary
you call
fertilizer.
fertilizer ordinary.
This is
Yeah.
uncalled for.
So
Seriously, I will condemn this thing anytime, any day, anyhow.
who are supposed to benefit from those fertilizers that they have not benefited from, and they are being packed there? as
Good.
of now.
So
But the-
this should be the conversation. That first, I would say maybe and this MC also add when we know MC's Bangalore or resident is not Ministry of Agric.
Yes, questioning
So
me.
the Ministry of Agric should have taken custody of some of these things. So we know that they're in the right sector.
Exactly.
So now that he's in his residence, we don't know how long the staffs have been parked there. So these are the conversation we need to get into and find out how long these things has been parked around there. Aside that, okay, why didn't you direct the materials or the stuff to the Ministry of Agri? These are things that we should talk about.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, because it's an allegation. I'm not for Bella SB as in for campaign overlap.
And
You want to sell it somewhere for your personal gain.
Well, people are
the
they are
only-
entitled to. So just like how we
Yeah.
are also, since we did not hear from MC,
Yeah, we are trying
all
to
these things
call
we are
him
also
and-
saying we are also assuming. Fine.
He
So
needs to clear the air
all
on
these things. So I would say, for the past 8 years, MPP government is running this state. You and I, including those who are now protecting, we have never woke up a day that we are going to surround any of these bungalow and protect them.
because there's
and make-
nothing happening there.
because-
So what are you
but
going
we
to do?
but we see things happen in this town. We see things happen in this country, don't we?
That is life. I mean, this particular person is subject. Something is happening to him. Nobody mind him. Is that what you mean?
Oh yes,
It's not
a
true.
lot of things happen when
Not
we
true.
don't we just talk about the ones that we get here. We talk about it here, simple and go away. How many times did we talk about this street light thing? Assembly people even raised that issue that MC himself is going around villages distributing street light.
Street light.
Meanwhile, it is the duty of the assembly people. So I raise the question here: did we have engineers in the assembly?
We should have.
So the engineers are responsible for this. You see, so now that this thing is coming up right now, to me, I will say it again. It is not because you win power, so you become security officer, you become watchman
But
at
what
every
is
sector.
wrong about you being vigilant? You are not being watchman. You
Vigilant
are
for what?
being vigilant about your state.
Vigilant how? How?
But the president said we should
You-
be citizens, not
Aside
spectators.
that, you
We
don't
should be
even know.
citizens,
You
not
don't even know the
spectators.
source of the product. Did
But
you know?
But you want to be sure that this is don't leave there unauthorized, because he's leaving power,
Let me tell
and
you. Let
a
me ask
new
you.
MC is going to come.
Let me
So
let
when
me
the,
ask you
when
this
the
question.
MC that is going to come, which is going to be NDC MC, and they need fertilizer to be given to certain people, the MC is going to be limited because there's not enough fertilizer available. But rather, the fertilizer is in the former MC's residence, which is not right. And that is why we want to call him. We are calling him, but he's not picking the call. We want him to clear it. What is that fertilizer doing in his house? That's the question we want to
Nyameselo.
Let me find out that.
There-
That's my major.
Another angle
we
to
want to
this
find out.
issue is also, you see, MC is also a human being. He has the right to possess.
Possess state property.
Not state.
State.
So I asked the question: what shows that it is the state property and it is not his own property?
Fertilizers.
So
Government fertilizers.
MC Mato and the Apple fertilizer. Don't forget the person was a parliamentary candidate. His campaign so nka fiama to adega Apple fertilizer be akwa campaign you. And then home mava and then home mava at the end of the day, message be misenya ofufufudi. Kake o le ne bebe imane. Ebe imane negbo eke wa doing. Ebe imede.
Mhm.
So what shows I may play? Why didn't you go around protecting that one to be nehe wala minya planting for food job to happy love for that home mama. Why didn't they go and protect that one?
That's the question.
So
But
see,
but
so so all this
it depend on the purpose of that coconut tree plantations.
so
Then if it's
why do you
personal,
sit down?
maybe,
So why do you sit down all these years?
mm-hmm.
Election is over, and all of a sudden you become watchman. That's my question.
They feel their government is in power. That they want to be vigilant. But for Pekpere make a vague government in jail. They know how they suffered in opposition. Kakaka people do.
So, so they want to protect everything.
Yes, they want to protect state government property.
Seriously.
But in my street lights, you lay. There's people who are taking street lights out of the town. And you overlow. Would you applaud them for that? Let me applaud you for that because if
Yes,
they have said it. So anytime we are your mele kachacha or MC ake mele call a pico. Let me be personally be eleko nyako jo tututu. Bake street light yo a janku yenye NDC tobe one of the members so aye glonyaki tamile kakachacha or chokole a janku be nia afana oktober be nya yode eletepa street light re ame wa menene ole. I ever no for me ba yo lamo le police station if you like. You can call street light to call it your drill bomb that you arrest them you police station. So it means that they are being vigilant on state property. Would you applaud them on that or you accuse them? But maybe you have not heard from them whether it's not established.
Exactly. So you actually applaud them. That's a different thing.
But the act of doing that day.
So
I
seriously,
think we all need to be like that. Whether it's an MPP government or an NDC government,
we were here.
We all need to be like that.
We were here even before the election.
Even that day, NDC schedule is the MPP every day. They should be vigilant.
We were here even before the election. We
All
heard that fertilizer, Ode Vula Gotibe, Ojo, Oburamame, make I protect you. So me honestly,
I'm gonna protect his own.
Fine, I agree. And they are vigilant, but don't you think they are overdoing it?
Not at all. To me, they are being good citizens, responsible citizens. I mean,
no, for this is not something I will encourage today. I will encourage tomorrow.
Frank, another feel over come back by. Only that's only fee
no, this one you are concluding.
No, I'm not concluding. No, I'm just making a scenario.
No, you are concluding. Have they said it has been stolen?
No, let's even leave that. May make an example. But number no feel over come back by.
No, that is not what I'm saying. This is a different issue altogether. Do you understand? This is, let me say, someone who is occupying state office, public office, and the person's tenure of office is not over yet. Why do you jump into conclusion by all of a sudden become a watchman over the person? Wait until the person has been signed off. Oh, this person, his tenure of office is over, but he's still having this, his resident. That is why that's why I can just buy into this issue. That okay, yes, the person has decided to steal this or that, or any other issue accompanying it. But honestly, the person's tenure of office is not over. He's still in office. He's still in charge of that as the municipal assembly here. Anything that happens right now, he's the one who call. He is the chairman of MUSEC. He has the power to order the police to do anything. Let's be vigilant. Let's try to revise.
So he has the
let's
power
try
to do what? The police to do what? Anything as in what?
Just like how they are around his resident, he can order the police to arrest them and prosecute them instantly. Don't you know?
For what? For being vigilant about
vigilant.
state
Vigilant how? You are in my house. What shows that you are not a criminal?
No, but why should it be in your personal house? That is what they don't
That
understand.
is not personal. That is government bungalow. That's assembly's bungalow.
That is his personal residence.
It's not
Private government bungalow.
That is government
But you
bungalow.
have a Ministry of Agric. where they are
That,
supposed to see over those things.
so that's
why
why
is
I
he there?
mentioned earlier on that is the conversation we need to be having.
Exactly. That's
But
why we
when
are
I
calling
see
him
you
to find out.
around my bungalow, when I see you around my bungalow, you are not officially assigned to be around my bungalow.
I have to find out what you are
I need to
doing
take
there.
security measures against you. You don't know this. Seriously. The people out there, they are one way or the other against the law, the rule of law.
Which way? How? That's what I do. That's why I'm
You are
trying
not
to.
getting it.
That's why I'm trying to understand. They didn't break into the
That's why I
house.
say he is the chairman of the MUSEC.
They didn't break into the
So he
house.
can order the police to arrest them and prosecute them in a law court.
So what this means that they did not break the house. They did not ransack
But
the house.
seeing you
They were-
around my bungalow,
Yes.
if I feel like I'm not safe, have you forgotten
So
the
nobody should
tagline?
pass by your
Have you
bungalow.
forgotten the tagline? See something, say something.
That's what they are doing. They are going to see something. They
And
want
so
to say
me too,
something.
anytime I get out of my house, my bungalow, and I see you around.
Doing what?
Whether doing or something, as soon as you are there, you are not officially assigned, so I can take any action against you. Don't forget, I can equally have a licensed gun, take it out and blow you, because you are threatening me. Whilst you are there, you are a threat.
How? Frank, how is that a threat?
Be here. I think security people will explain this better.
Yeah, but the only thing that police can do is to make sure that they protect the gate from you entering. That's the only way they can do it. Unless party OD
Water.
call a with the breakdown.
No,
That
no,
is
no,
where
no, no,
we say
no.
that they are forcing themselves.
It doesn't make any difference.
But
See you.
Abiobe, they want to secure that place and make sure that nothing comes out of there.
So I asked.
No,
No. I know.
I think it's a quite a responsible act. You go, but you are protect government property without understanding. Gakei, we need to find out why he allowed. Why he allowed. Why he allowed. All right. So we have Sefaji there. All right. Good morning, MC Elakaji. Good morning, Honorable. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Morning. Mele Yabala with you.
Ele Yabala Ji who was
Oh,
sorry about that.
no, Miss Conk, my point, me and come that Yabala you.
Oh, very sorry about that. Me no bad Jebemia Chaka Kolo editing to Akweba Gedemiaji.
Do Agbendina, Dola or Pele, Yafen, Salavu, Lendia.
Biesa nyada dongo koku de ame hado be over do the be residence like Ringwood e be fimi banto mi bi anya be is that your personal residence alo is a bungalow?
Yeah, I said voice was very faint. I can hear you mistake. I can hear you improve the sound of it.
All right.
Cho Edwin Kekecho. I think that Monday. Nyapeno yide yeto sita bangalo. They are actual and Nuzazando. They told the Yof and Nuzazando. Ella be bangalo. Yape washing machine, my fan, every day, nobody nyanunam crapula, if more like Yananule, because Yabe to Bobenyman no Bangalore, Kekere Capehala, I think you mean last week. Happy Magobe Saturday, I have Magobe meet up Popo at the gate and Umetan Yanu Asiare on the open of that Unyan Danado. Enyanu Beala de Noa, according to your Suku, Asito Tepema, Odo Tepema Vala de Noa, Ewadua, Ekobamo for Apeza, and chanting, rioting. So never security there, the piano and So I mean, me pomo ado. Lebe end of forcing be into ya bu. Me a obe no dola o play you there. E no dola you are jawe. You are fiano also. Na evinye 8 years and 12 years. Le apen on ya witela o provo get o me. So the view as if that we are dying. They want to kill us. As when you're happy. Okay, that was what the children were saying. So may your yento me mai ebe mai mala advocated and then ki ha me da wo no we ne mako. Ake ameyo no bonya obe al maga you. So may your police commander na me nyabe ido ipevioda. Ake for about 30 minutes to an hour la as in your organ or situation, man. Just imagine, just put yourself in that situation. Just picture how horrible it may look like. Then never got your commander there, the organ so now my assurance very intoyai. That ever now open here. But many in the case for sure, over your food bear ever valley, ever for a new you hear me yet Tonyo. Oh, kumbe so soon. I may adore he left for my hinyam. Honorable Janku Idi Koko, Divine, Joe Honorable Po, Mauli Atiga, who is my friend and a church member, Togbe, Mengo tight to kill Siano, and yet Tog, and Honorable Pudu, private contractor, who always work with me on the project of the NP, and Sakura, NDC organizer. And all these people I mentioned are my friends, not just a facial friend, good friends, that they have something about that. They were not able to call me, all in the name of politics, and they went there to cause, to traumatize my children to the extent that yesterday morning, if you know, when we use Sukula, the other Yoma is Suku, Wavaka class, you were, the Viton to Victor, the 8 years boy. Wavaka class, you were, Suku. It has taken a lot of talking. Happy only weekend you are in Yentoma Badi, you are in Yentoma Davako, you are happy only there Suku Echo Hevai. Then, Echo in the late afternoon, the 4 news item. Olomobe, and we tell you one the previous year, you pick Intel there, the tax fertilizer, the MC Fair Bangalo. You say, I'm a over you have a for fertilizer, no? Eata you vale, Fuma protecti, Eata you on the previous day. That's good enough. And in fact, we are not in Banana Republic. No picked any mother. And you go the police of Anna police anya. Hello, I'm a morning come you are to talk Maupiti. You bring your number, Megale use your hello. Ne enu jora me dig be one yabe number nyele use ya. Ayo ayoma. Odu toreke me yomu. I can't catch you happy fertilizer. I want to put it on record where may I need banto. Me pack items. You know, don't the last item me distribute any Sukuvio Pesipia. Efumani pack Corona Miafe station Tower don't kuji. And I media to follow during the distribution. Then also Mima and 35,000 seedling coconut. Efumani the operated Poro. All assembly members came to pick their 150 and 200 seedlings from that place. So what is new now? Thursday night, Agbava, the driver and young bear, people who Agbadeve, Agbakeo, many Agbakeo, Yemenyao, Alebe Thursday ma, Enye Opale Domeho, Ave Agbava, Alebe Ezafe Duduma, driver, they are Gatrojo. So Eleve Media alternative place, Zemia de Agbaporo, Mid Agbado from my corridor, why not? Me decide when all at the web for mean in fact, and yet 1,000 cities of loading sea. Now, guys, okay, the Agba, Gakeme inform coordinating director, plus storekeeper, even though Yemenyanebe, with your melon, that Yemenyanebe, me lobby, and me don't, Beno Pereunye, agbledenu we decide fertilizer play cattle spread you imenya na ebe odo method I don't know because we deal melen as a leader with a clean conscience I've informed the coordinating director and I've informed the storekeeper. So if no pick intel there and then mouth there menu and then Matama Yao left Friday, election day, and Saturday. I'm also Obiambe, you seven my fertilizer. Now, Monyate me fertilizer through Agri. Okay, virtual government, Gila, 1,000 now, ona 400, ona Bokudo, ona 600, and ye, assembly. Me quail. Let me be Agri director. Dokumena, me facility, they are no go. Then no mena. Ameyo here na gbelede o ma pete so look at your official no ye be man me my mail look at your thing me mail because let me make this time Michelle e mele jaja the reason him ya mail me pono avan kere amerope kotoku me pele so me e ata me ya be mi me that time e yo me ma vai look at me Remain agbele de la cause wa ko da agbele nen du do so boy ndc plan bi bete mi afi me ala plan nen pen du do a nwi de ale me mi adu mi ora me afe ake edogan yo me wona e wo nto me len go yido len ale municipality e pofu in fact tonyere kanya ndc conference chairman we ni ma yo fen ko hado ekpona jinye sigede len du du go me tilapia moli ami etego me labe ebe ibe tension ke oke noi afimevazu MCE kakavazu candidate the problem me detention mo petida alebe tension management with resources when of your in or webla megaleju I appreciate them le mama onu that man na ko akondu do play chinono penzi ko covenant what is different now because of political need victory tala nyato ngoro eni opetibe ka kopere nwa mana simple advice post election session management them when you dollar hey I'm all MK worry I'm all lobbying for their appointment look I'm over UI the health insurance I'm over UI the fee I'm over SAP Metro Metropolitan Status SAP Metro Matanko Chief Executive Adulesia Matana Mekele SAP Metro Chief I'm all lobbying okay others are doing this by the time they realize position everything of Yola Adule Nyato Yoye Ekolo nyezeze yo me call a video ama ajulo go for no kwea ele yinche me ona now in officer ochawa tan we nam in office ake no lenku o kon ya dare nku kon kiti pele these things odia man na ngoi ava ya penio these things make me clean then ya pe studio ndi ya be in February 2017 there was a communique that people who are keeping state assets to they should bring them or people should go and retrieve them. That was after a new president was sworn in. When the transitional team has worked and they have sworn in a president. Many bet win election for people any have many a down lulu penya lulu penya awo we vote nami the policy for ideology is wrong elemia no more poverty elemia way how want to put food on our table what to enyenye MC alo mayor egben nyatepen the person who is coming to take over or I'll hand over to and take over for me may need me as also dependent lotly or a lot on my predecessors, especially like Honorable Mfojo, Mautogo, and others. So the person will also need me. So, you okay, and let me for food. Minami Honumao. And I bet a chone, the Yeme, let the queen on any sort of a fuma. I can tell you I'm a man in all categories. In terms of show, maybe in Buguajo. You know, I belong to the street. I belong to all categories of human endeavors in the municipality. The ghetto boys, I'm there. When it's the streetism, I am there. When it's the elite, I'm there. When it's the downtrodden and the middle people, I am there. The people who called me, non-NPP members, and some other party people who wanted to go and also prove to the people that they cannot do that. Let do ifuma maybe egbe do ya heme pufu nti fafa noy efe ton du yon konam nde kemejo ya chon kekereka akova tojoju apete enegbela menyo tamede kuku isigbenye enya tam you apufu mia ina mo enuma ube enu yo amamiame
yo babia nyebe amero ti wasem be we have medicine of Greek around look at your babia nyebe mekola yoko sezo is it okay babia nyebe abro abia se be look at your medicine of Greek le afi enu over lo be bangalo aya goma mo mesel what is the reason why
no meleberi these things some of these things la nyemenya be echo Greek ministry lo alo echo yefe source of assistance in media America. As I'm talking to you now, there is no way there. But I don't have any ill or negative mind towards that item may be distributed among our farmers so that we aid their production, whether it's for party or it's for government, it will be given to people. But where I am now, I don't know the actual source this thing is coming from. But I can be a talking about the direct money and no way made the other Greek Jonah. As it is not made the education Jonah assembly I done an infant mother that I don't know Mama Tochi Jonah is not MSM is not new Jonah.
All right.
Menyen Bible on your bed nya konmo adare bonye le female.
All right, but my bias be time kawe items over do be custody time kawe ho item over.
I don't could be McBlona me as a candidate may not be for a street light. They say Sobowu, aka Vanam as an assembly, and all these ones I promise that will be used for the intended purposes where near its security during before, during and after the election. And these were done and done very well. Many time when your assembly attack on items, even midnight, attack for items has done where assembly staff will not be available, where the items to be kept may not be ready. And the car abe in wagonami be ibe ya trojo avala load bufu na covenani take ta elebe ajuzama e ta elebe maji amono de agba abe ewa letrojo ewa. So those are some of the things.
Question
nyatefe global to nyatefe na mi nya nyepe quality there were menye fiafi menyo nyeme finasio nyeme nazanu nyeme kona zanu ne menya ohebe awela madowli de tawe amowanya ma fe ni menyo politics are saying nyepe wowa matang brobe eto vovo nyeme ga wona na politics that extreme partisanship politics nyeme woneo any opete nwonyo minyanam so ne ozube enuya do tote they will be taking over and handing over ya me hand over enuya me hand over enuya ya ema mele emel mele emel elia mele emel ya amwa oni be o ekonu kelere me kwekoko demo yes over you pick Intel la law enforcement agencies who lady we keep na miafe enya ya e wona dole no be no matter blena mode o meyo police to o woni you then my wole amebu bo chere over gere me be you ba won ma kokosu chaos re me kai coffee. So I think we should allow the law to work and take its course. Any of whom may be here,
Babi a question the cock with the way bill and we can over do way bill and woody. I will do whatever find out where the items are coming from.
I am still making those efforts. Be makpora be item yaori ikaocho. Gake as I'm talking to you now, and over Friday, Thursday, Friday was a holiday. Meet call it Saturday. And you know, after winning or losing election, you have to sit quiet and ponder over certain issues. You may do a dome crampo, even to bemele or la peme. You may do dome crampo. So, as I may do before aha palau. John I don't tell her. We be men on our gakemi trace navu. Yaba for soski and what to eva. Another ni he woman majima korabere. Yape chief executive royal assembly rochery. Okone nemfe numa dewa. Ne okweri shino chu. Allo no me coordination. I'm doing all those efforts that needs to be done. I'm doing them.
All right. According to Ajanku, ebe yoko street light that man see yoko kwe oko street light they call it the
It's a lie. It's a lie. Alak patok gande daole. Alak pagande da jankule. It's a very big lie. Street light, you may keep the girl before the election. According to technicians, so Majima Bolo, they fix street light over. You may figure my office now less than 600. And all these street lights, they may fix la cable, ami jejeo, allowance, let the dear and yen to pay. Assembly may make provision so. But Majibe election, the phone call before the election 20 after, and yen to pay. The typical among them, and never don't could give a MPB top office. Le Daveco in other airport, the smart blue and white street lighting system. Me well Ghana 65th, Emi Duleho. That can last just for about a week. Kuya Gajo, Nukaijo, Ole Kafi, the Amo Kebola, Equasi, Tano Ofi, the Apenia Pogaga play the Tefala, a taking a time. That can play a private. So, you now, me, as I'm talking to you now, street lights, Mopete, Lebibi, don't yent of effort, man. Me won't get the Tonian Tover Kotokuya just for the municipality. Benepo Ngogbe, Tana Araba Janku, my colleague in the 7th Assembly, say Legbobolosibe. I am telling him it's a lie. He is lying. Alakpa. Down, Lebene, you pay Yabe, Nevivi. Hello, ma.
Oh no, but me go atatron you be line le breaking. I mean atatron you be me ase go ni da.
Mr.
Hello.
Akpolochi, Dr. Akpolochi, no debt very nice. Yake elebe no de electricity pole.
Hello. Because you believe you have very line le breaking.
They are not there for this kind of wild propaganda. Alakpanya.
All right. Akwe. Hello.
Yeah.
Ta anyami me letepo according to you. All right. Thank you.
Me letepo. Me challenge. E buke chonwa hole. Tonye me yana ndele bo be chonye fe bangalo ralo. Na yo vo afa number driver ke hele ku. Ela be be no le police custody. Na yo vo afa number driver ke hele ku. Pele ameke na ukonwa. Na gbele na public e mega no. Nyanza kubu.
So I bet I'm in charge of security there. And Yanu Chuba Amado Lambado the police station according to data. Is he in place?
Olamado that police station is not anything. Olene than another police station. That has to say there I'm evacuating the
hello? 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 Yes, Honorable. Honorable Divine Boston. Problem like
hello?
Yeah, hello. Milan Gosses on.
Ta enyama ubula melemo. Amerike, umela Amerike, uchondeke. la vraiment la be security le fuma atai awala abia security private security le fuma and from the day New York Jola police command deploy police guard that the vraiment so la melemo it is their wild lies and allegations that they are noted of my advice there this is a first time here will be a fight appointment clearances social you will be new I take over attention of any who will be no no you now and you know who to meto the egbelena who to meto my advice there no concentrate the transitional period calling their godfathers and godmothers as to what each and every one of them may want to get the victory ahead, sweet victory ahead, Vanna Weme. Elave Enyento Asande Mayor for Edem Photosu Richmond. Me congratulate you. May you make me through. I can do message the Togbe Gamo a check Punya Jibe Ekwe. Doko reply na Mugake George Nambe me congratulate you. I promise I plan to my top with the Benusian K my war lenye experience me plan say me be yana to amaingwa enye me promise ya awe ata enuma o lebe mi no officia than enubu yo letadora mejemio.
Thank you very much, Honorable Divine Boss and me that webe I want to calculate me Global FM. Thank you very much. And Divine Boss and Benjamin Yoblo, it's a lie. If you see the comments, some of the things that he said, concerning street light or if me in lady is somehow like a warehouse. We also know that if me for some time now. Well, these are the comments you make. And so this a counter allegation. So we'll see as time goes on. What will be the state of the items there? Why I call you there the right places to go out there, allow it to still remain there. And in fact, we'll find out more on this. Frank.
Honestly, you realize that who Boloy, some of the things not. For example, street light near Damle Babiabe, all Elewa or Medel, all Natabola Medewa.
Yes, according to Ajanku and the team, how are you there? One at the Ole Amado that the police station as we speak at this moment, and we would get to know the number of people who go arrest. And street light already fake our and in fact these are somehow state properties and it shouldn't be handled that way. We'll get into more investigations later after more.
Before I stand up, before I stand up, I will still condemn the act. I want to make this point very clear. But Divine Bossing, tenure of office is not over. He's still in office. The fact that for the past 3 years, approximately 3 years, he met on 4 years, we shouldn't even start now. We should wait until the office everybody. Then we can now start thinking of okay, never got borrow,
all right, hold on you. Number have security analyst Kumado. He's on the line. Security Kumado. Richard Kumado. Welcome to the show. Good morning to you, boss. Hello, good morning, Mr. Richard. Hello, Mr. Richard. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, and we want to find out from you. You were live on TV3 when this news broke out, when you listened to the issue where some members of the NDC were at the house of the MC to protect some of the state properties, which they mentioned that were fertilizers that are in his bungalow. I mean, for you, from a security analyst point of view, what does it really mean, and what should be the way forward to handle this situation?
No, what it meant is that when they got there, they were not aggressive, they were not destroying anything. They even have the backing of the police to protect them and to protect the facility. And that is the best way to go. I was there when they interviewed their leader, and he was talking about how much all of us own, and we all burst into laughter. But then, besides that, they comported themselves. There has been an evidence that fertilizers were hoarded. People are saying, is that the best place to hold fertilizer? The quality of the fertilizer. But in terms of public safety and security of they themselves, I don't think any awkwardness have happened there. So we can only thank God and pray that the police will protect them as always.
Should this be a lifestyle of us as a Ghanaian citizen? Should we be making sure that some of these properties are well protected, or we should always seek to the police to handle this situation?
Now, when it comes to NDC, MPP, Rasaki people to take government property, it started from 2016. Is that not it?
Exactly.
The sins you committed in 2016 and setting up a committee to go and harass people in 2017, it is coming back to harm all of us in 2024. In any case, my brother, if you work for government, you have government vehicle under you. When you are leaving, do you have to take it home and they have to set up a committee to come and retrieve it?
Anyway.
But that is what happened in the days of the NDC. Now, if it is true that man is piling fertilizer in his house, which is not a factory or a warehouse, there's a problem with it. During the election, we saw fertilizers and we saw street lights and we saw all manner of things were being distributed throughout the whole night. Things that are meant for the development of the community, or these are things people have used their own money to buy. So I think your politics has become a bit more fraudulent and your governance system is weakened and your democracy might be slipping through your fingers. So we need to wake up, and responsibility is what is done on all of us as Ghanaians. And let's see how best we can rectify the wrongs of the past as we go into the future.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard Kumado, for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right. Political security analyst Kumado. He was also live on the TV when this issue happened on TV3, and that is his point of view. So go for a break. When we come back, I have Foster Anani here, representative speaking for the NDC, and also Mr. William Tenu for Movement for Change, and we'll get into a lot of conversation here. Stay with us. This is the Global Morning Show.
Hisense is best known for all your that the NPP has lost this election, my leader is fulfilled. Why am I saying this? We saw a certain discrimination against the people or even against Alan himself as an individual in NPP from the government machinery through to the followers of Alan in NPP. And what we went through in NPP, we were just saying that God will speak for us. The NPP does not belong to anyone. It's a party that belongs to everybody. But at the end of the day, because Dr. Bawumia became the flag bearer by crook means, they think that they can use that one to suppress the followers of Alan and think they can also go away. One thing I wrote on my Facebook wall this morning is that Alan will be a fulfilled man. I want to tell every MPP member that Alan will be a fulfilled man even though he lost the election. Then someone asked me why. They thought they are pulling the man down, but he has gone down with everybody in MPP. Dr. Bawumia should go and tell Alan that he's sorry for being part of that cabal that made Alan left the party in bitterness. Akufo-Addo should go and tell Alan that he is sorry. And all the leaders who were part of this evil agenda, they should go and tell Alan that they are sorry, or else the MPP will remain in opposition for a very long time. Because I have been saying this thing. When you look at
But okay, you go.
when you look at the 2020 election that Akufo-Addo won, Alan was part of the party with huge number. Now, the number that left the party after 2020 election, or after our 2023 internal election, you just, let's say 30 or 20% of MPP members that have left with Alan will cause a very big hole in the party. So they themselves, they know these things, but then they ignore everything and they think that we don't care about Alan and his followers. Now the reality has dawned on us.
Will you go back if they call you to come back?
If my leaders within the movement for change, or if Alan should tell us today that we should go back to MPP, we'll go back and go and rescue the party. And we'll take the party away from the Chim mafias. We will go back. We are just waiting to hear something from our leader. If he says, where I have reached, I'm okay with what has happened. So my people, go back to the party. We will go.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Akpe. And let me take this also big story here about youth or irate youth destroying government properties here and there. That's what our focus is going to be in our conversation right now. And we are understanding that there have been a lot of damages that has been going on. We see a lot of state institutions that are being burned, especially electoral commission offices. Some places are being set on fire by some irate youths that we are seeing around. And the explanation is that this has been done in 2016, where MPP also ransacked some polling booths, toll booths and other government state organizations, and many things have been destroyed. And we are seeing the same thing today in some communities. We want to find out from Foster. First of all, your party is the one who has been accused strongly of doing this. Is that the best way for us to handle victory?
Thank you, Walter. You see, what is wrong, and we must be very honest with ourselves as citizens. As young people, we have to be very honest with ourselves. Yesterday, when I heard His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made a comment on this issue, and he laid the blame at the doorstep of the president because he's the one in charge. As we speak now, President Mahama is not the one in charge. But one thing that probably we are all now understanding is that the issue is not only about the NDC people. Some of the MPP supporters are also doing same.
How are you able to identify that?
Some of them are agitating that. Some of the campaign materials that were brought for them to execute their campaigns, their leaders were keeping them. That was the main reason why they lost the elections. So they went into their warehouses to pack all those things.
Where did you get this information from? Where
No,
exactly?
you
Which part of the?
you read some of the statements from our national secretary, Fifi Fiabikwete. He stated all these things. Some of their members, like when they ransacked Eslaosu's office, it was their own party people that did that. It wasn't the NDC people. It wasn't the NDC. So, but let's be very honest with ourselves. Now, let me come back to the whole central itself. I was here when you were speaking to the MCE. The MCE was on radio, and he said that our assembly members are criminal. So when he gives them the street lights, they don't even go and give it to the right people. People who needed it, they don't get to where the street light needs to be fixed. That is the main reason why he himself is moving around to fix those street lights. He said that on radio and call our assembly members thieves. So now, after elections, we even saw you distributing those items during election as campaign, using it to campaign. And then after elections, some of those items are still in your residence. What do you expect the people to do?
That's a place where they usually park.
You see,
some of the things. That's according to him.
Is the residence of the MCE a warehouse where items that are meant for the municipality are supposed to be kept? Is that place a warehouse? And I heard him, he said that probably he was not even aware that the quantity, the people who brought the thing, his stories are not adding up.
He said there's no way bill.
You see, his stories are not adding up. You requested for something. You said you requested for something from someone, and the person is bringing the thing, and you are saying that you don't even know that the quantity of the items that were brought. You see,
he requested, but he doesn't know whether it's his personal goods that are delivered or from government.
I can tell you on authority.
No way bill
I can tell you on authority. These things will not stop now because we will have to protect state property. Things that belongs to the state, we have to protect them. We know some state vehicles are being parked at some fitting shops. They pour dirty well on them, thinking that the vehicles are spoiled. They want to go and option it to themselves. We know all those places. We will go and park those things. When we are going, we go in the company of the police. They go and see the things. We just want to keep the state properties. We know that some state motorbikes are being parked at some party regional executives, MPP executives residents. We will go for all those things.
Why won't you wait so that when Mahama comes, you do auditing for all this stuff
before you, if you don't take time, if we don't take time, before you realize, we will not even know where these things are. We will not know. That is why we are very vigilant this time around. We don't want anything to go to slip our eyes. We will watch them. We are on them. So they shouldn't try anything. They shouldn't try anything. When you spoke to the security analyst, they said they were there in the company of the police. These things has been happening far too long, and we have to put a stop to it. When they know that they have lost an election, then they are hiding state properties, and then before you realize, you don't even know where these things are. The other time, somebody came to me in the house, an old lady, and told me that he was there when motorbikes, fertilizers, weedicides and things were brought into an MPP executive's house. So we should try and do something about it. That means even citizens are watching. They are watching. Why should a fertilizer that is meant for the people be kept? And you, the MC, you said that probably because you don't trust the assemblymen, you wanted to distribute the things themselves. You were distributing it during the campaigns, and the thing, some of them is there. Now you are telling us that you don't even know the quantity that is being brought. You shouldn't come. We are not kids. We will protect.
Some of the assembly members are not sending the thing to the rightful people. They are keeping it themselves. You see, so he wants to go.
Assuming without admitting that what he is saying is true, we have accepted it. Now you have distributed the thing. Some is there. We want it. We want it to be kept at a very safe place so that when you leave, people who need it will give it to them. That is what we are doing. We don't want it to go into any private person's pocket. We were here in this country where fertilizer that is meant for the people were being transported to OT region to be sold. if not because of the vigilance of the NDC, by this time we will not even know that they'll just sell those things and keep the money. You see, they have tried it, and this time our eyes are on them. They shouldn't try it this time around. When they try, we will come after them.
All right, that's first star. Tenu.
You see, life works with principles, and when you lack principle, it will affect you seriously. 2016, 2017, I hope you remembered very well that my own people at that time were after this guy, John Dumelo, because of a V8. They went and picked the car. They even dragged one of the police or national security officer at the Flagstaff House from his car and nearly beat him. Certain things that we did from the period of 2016, 17, 18 up till now are now coming after the party. Divine Bosin said what? My brother, if I ask you something, if I ask you something to give me, and you send me the thing, won't you prompt me? Can you just send me something without telling me? You have to tell me, oh, my brother, what you ask me, I'm sending it, oh, because you don't have a way bill on the thing, so you don't know the source, and you don't know the amount of thing that was brought into this municipality. What is he saying? What is Divine Bosin saying? When they brought the weedy side, Divine Bosin and Ahazel were selling the weedy side. I'm telling you, I work for Divine Bosin.
How do you
Yes,
find out that
I am saying it. They should go to the police and say and tell the police that Bagbalaja, I said Divine Bosin and Ahazel were selling weedy side at that time. And when their driver, there is an MPP guy called Bebe. When he also went in for the same we decided to sell, they arrested the guy. He was arrested. You see, these are the things we have against these people, and we don't want to talk. Divine Bosin, we just don't want to talk. They were selling the weed side. These things too, I'm telling you, if the NDC don't go after these things, Divine Bosin will keep it and sell it. I'm telling you, he is listening to me. I am Togbe Bagbalaja. I'm the one saying it. If the NDC sit down aloof without following these things, you will regret.
Anyway,
I'm coming. The assembly vehicle, the assembly V8, the V8 that was given to Divine Bosin. Ask him where the V8 is today. Where is the V8? The white one. Where is the V8?
But I want you to hold on. I have a Janko on the line. He's the one who were in charge of the whole security issues that happened, the vigilant issue that happened there. Ajanku, good morning. Welcome to the Global 105.1 FM. Hello, Ajanku.
Yeah, good morning.
We want to find out from you. You and your members went to the bungalow of MCA, Honorable Divine Bosin, to make an allegation that there were some number of fertilizers that are being stored in his private or his bungalow. How did you come about this issue, and how true is that?
Yeah, but I want to. Your line is very thin, so I hardly heard you.
Can you hear me now? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's quite better.
I'm asking you that we've heard that you and your men went to the bungalow of the MC, Honorable Divine Boss's residence, that's bungalow. And according to you said you pick up an intel that the number of fertilizers that are being kept in his bungalow. How did you come about this, and how true is that?
Yeah, good morning, and good morning to our cherished listeners. I think I can speak every.
Yeah, feel free, you can speak every. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll be mixing the two because I want our listeners to get the issues clear.
Very well.
Yeah, like you said, for the past 3 days, after the declaration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the next president.
All right, so Ajanku, let's do this in Ewe so that we get a balanced understanding of the. You also spoke in Ewe.
Yeah,
so
I declare
ya to John Mahama abe anye eduko kolola ye nene a enya gadi over do mi agbo abe dunya gaga nene abe dumevio nene be muzio tekle movie le various offices le tepe yo okip ni apenu no amesi gadi odua ni sebe amado entity executive don pele MC spare boys do a o je na do move le tepe ado ni ko intela well we can't take the law into our own hands tanu kamiwa mina police commander enya be sigbe mi se alebe as a citizen to mevi to listen enaminya be to mevi de sierra I have the right to protect and to defend the state properties and the nation. Ka epa from here the Tamina police onyabe sigbe noa me gbanto ya ole jojo. Anytime there is a change of government and this enya yo 2008 ejo kakambe minya te federal over otojuwe after this year between now and the transitional maga lobe numa otogbe nejo eyata bejuwe vione na nya federal ti alabania jo do kopenu no amesi gedio sike ni nya otepa alo mi ese information to wa mi ajo mi apere ohun ti mi ajo ohun ti albe nene ma nya de o davajo ucho be MC feme de apaye le goshin city ho le be MC neno ya kenyi kuli osia le ho boya ma mi nya be mi anovi MC divine bossing neno afema me abefe residence o ano ya topa feme le dave throughout every session ta afema me ever trust warehouse eyi campaign season okata mi no sesebe ono nu lo le afema ome wala no campaign wo eyi ni wo campaign vo ye ga sebe unu amesido siko ngolo de dog ko ha jibe onye planting for food fe agbele jenuzi wa e dog ga sosore afeme eyi ameyo ta pomonu to fe intelligence me oyi afeme va the video nene manuo kodoreni le ayame be nene manuo gala feme fertilizer o agbele jenuzi o boot calante box sewing machines hairdressers machines nu gerio siko le be wa na mi anovio siko le edosroma o gale afeame eya tamidu ebe nya o ma geda afemo kebo mi ajo afeun be america le yi ahoma so far as onya ngolodo nu ma o gede o jibe onye jidudu penu wa nya ajo
Ajanku
america mata wa gede afiame acho le yi ahome
hello Ajanku
hello nya be jidudu atrok weire
all right Ajanku MC be mi vale isro play view threaten be na yebo dola yako you akọ yi pleto akọ jawde eletepa
o efonye e ma okata ni afa mo me fi ayi ele mi afi ni novi divine boss na e ko e vivi do nye koko ele du ya me mi apete ni nya fi ke ho leri mi nya fi ke MC so fe do afa leri mi nya fi ke ni MC nto fa fe me leri amere wa tent ma to gbede enkwa aw undodo yebe aw ya kata mi no ile unti fa fame that there is no way that America abu susuma ni adomatare ke me get afemo ni abete ni nyabe ya no vi divine boss in perfect family ya o me no Goshen City residence abe afemenene o so MC kokome kata o me no fini abe afemo former MC okata abinyira tibansa akoli okata no afema me as a resident ake yava men no afema me as a resident so ta ka ka benya nu benya la hijack fini benya wanu beze so play you
all right
let the for nya wa ke yifima America be kon lanu alo America me gera afema go around me tore gate enu dame komino benya no jobe America ma va gera afema atona de ke sikemi nya benye jidudu fenu adogo ile afemele yi ke tomo
All right.
Tanyama kata golo MC la. Enye alakaso nebe to come government appointee ano alakpa dane ne mala. What kind of leadership has he provided for us all this while?
So, street lights the way confirm be you lamba the o street lights ele dodole egbomedi. How true is that? But MC Bella and ya ibete blola is all lies. Chokare is here me lamba the ke koko the street light nyare kan he has no idea that.
Fonye, now you store ML Agbehia store, eh? There is a store at the back of Agbehia. Fila, they are issuing street lights there. And those street lights are government properties. Is that where we issue street lights? I talk about ya and you may not tell. Kaka Mesebe do Mediadewa. Over Pogo no street lights, Lord Defu, the home Elefima. Another quickly, all your police away over all street lights, Malco is the police station. Abe Amereva in electrical contractor can no issue anyway. Benny will call our door. Alamasari, Gakane government property. Simi one of one issue here. Bome that one of one issue here. So that is also another issue to investigate.
All right. So
street light,
are you still
commercial street light? Only street light is here. You do procure.
All right. So Ajanku, that what is the state? Fifty like Bangalore, me Jole Fimi alo me Kale Fimi up to now.
Fonye. Here on your daughter say about Dumevi and Dulise. Edamebene Dumevio Katambe. Nia Pere police home. Wa opedo Medalakba. Medalakba.
Medalakba.
Aha, Dulise Ganami Yabe. Dumevi the Sierra Akbobe. He protects all state properties. Medalakba. Tanebe Medalakba la ya Katama. Ka Dumevi o ko do kwesavo. O metokpo. O metok o medo awuje o medo awibo. O be you are state properties. You see, until yesterday, policemen were penny on John. Yaka, Yemina police owner, Ben and Emmanuel Jojoa, Apple owner, police details, protection, FIMA. That never ben and Nila vigilance order, never ben and Nina information police order, what the police order FIMA.
All right, thank you.
That and you do my view catapa to Dasi, lay your mebe, but to call a problem garment. Nya no school you make one le dudu. Agla de la make fertilizer you at aglo. Every company they can a 30 series. Ayi company they can is now 80 series.
Thank you.
When have we gotten here? Ya okolu vebe wa manenya fenya no via agla de la wa. And wa bazu kantata. And wa objara mosina ola jajira.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And no
Thank you very much.
We want the new government to succeed.
Okay.
Who protect them.
Thank you.
Menube na mereva is in there at fertilizer. Ya kwelesio. Takanya jayo bebeki ka ole koi.
All right.
Enya na police wanya.
Akwe. Thank you very much.
Enya fe dodasi.
Yo.
Tanebe amerebe ni afetini no no ele tereja. Me amemedo susu vone kewa. Ke nukata ni afetini no no ano tereji. Until now, divine boss is still a family. Woman of me, about family.
All right, thank you. Point well made. All right, thank you very much.
Another year of years, so funny, level time.
Yo.
Ni dilemina divine boss in Neabe, Yakata, a homile. American meadows, so funny then of Yavet. Ma one other key, Ayabe, this year, no. Gata Aya, Epa Dodasi. As a first statesman in the district, Yabane protect all state assets. Kakane no me mame lepe tamewa. Ke ano na zabudeni aumbe mi be mi va onere. Nuka wani tenia wanare. No wanare kenyu. That there is no way nya tenia wanare kenyu. But we will protect all state assets from now till the transition is over.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ajanku be Geremiaji. William, you on the floor.
Let me add something. You see, Nyatepe, I salute my deputy secretary this morning. Egbolo Nyatepe Alegbebe nyadeke megali maga koko akere committee maga na nyabe nya salove tinu sebe even nyabe residency where the regional minister is main house store of videle fimi some of the state properties are still there ta nyabe nkude no akpa kemiche ne menyo la wa move o che tala mi nyabe nkude no akpa ma o ko do che ko jira de fima ta kuku nyabe vigilante groups of it citizen vigilante of it nyabe nkude no fima be o ma ka kona neke akoite ya la pere te pere ko
All right, William.
Yo.
Ladon.
So, as I was saying, Egbea, everything is catching up with us. Nobia Divine Bossing Bay, where is the official vehicle? Ever assembly, I think just after a year, I met the year, and then the car had a problem. I learned they were using the car to teach someone driving. Yeah, engine crash. As at now, mega pop mapo. Ever coordinating director of Fortuna Yazanle, as we speak. Now, you see, government property is not your personal property. Once your government is leaving power, leave everything. If you say you are not criminal, he said, when you interviewed him, you may hozanu, you may nazanu. Is that not what he said? He should account for everything that is. Now, the second thing is that Obangalo de Fimi Enoke warehouse ya. Assembly may have warehouse wa. Fimi wa keep and do. Divine Bossing himself. Esroya like Esro no bungalow. The wife was at the bungalow for almost 4 years. Tonton no FM. If some Esroya o select as MC Loya Tonto for the wife to go and be sleeping at the bungalow. So now, no over who's roll a bungalow day is whose fault. Make our like Ghana disroa. Is that what they are telling us? So me, what I'm saying is that anything that is left, they should account for it. They should know that it does not belong to the MPP, but it belongs to Ghana. They should account for it. Neno Jono Yafeme. Anybody in the MPP, look, NDC, these guys, the constituency chairman and his boys.
don't worry our
These
eyes
guys,
are on them don't worry
chairman
at all.
and Hazeklo boys will play divine. What they will do. Now I sit here, they are calling me. I don't call a radio now. Me, I don't care about anything. I'll mention names before because I know them very well. If you sit down and you don't go and watch there, they will pack everything by night. I'm telling you.
All right, William. Thank you. Foster, is it a plan? Hey, NDC thought do, but they ought to be vigilant, or is it something that is just happening by chance? Or has been something that has been orchestrated for some time now?
You see, when you listen to Honorable Janko, Egbelebe, me have intel. Be ole no ojibo a move and no do. I'm over video. Be nke ojibo a wala. Odo da yo. I prompt me be me ada 4K. So be me a protect government fenude. Me have that intel kola. We have to move there quickly to protect these state properties. Because my pain is that Honorable Divine Boss in Tonto Egblo on radio be ime konona assembly members obonova mao elabe ime trust wo the only criminals we ata ime kwena o yinto ebe abamanu we. So what is he trying to say now? You said some people are criminals, you don't want to give it to them. The people representative ebe makonona avamao elabe ne kwena wela wava they put wava zena wanto ava jirano we akipega ata ime kwena wo. So why are you trying to siphon those things? Why do you want to pack them after losing an election? We have to protect these things, and you see, we will not relent on our vigilance. We will be on them. And me, I am just sending cautions. There are some state vehicles at some fitting shops. We know them. Overcome work that have dirty work to make it as if a voila, condemn. Then they auction it to themselves. We are watching them. They shouldn't try it.
All right.
If they want this municipality to be very peaceful after this election until President Dramani Mahama takes over, they shouldn't try anything, because when they try, we will come after them.
All right. 0247 900 764 enye kafumo jesi omi ana mo nukpokpo mi ave nyasala oche wa tanwa adenu mi ave eje dodo ame tane ye be dibi ya ayomi ahunucho enu ye mele focho ya me 1 minute or 30 seconds amesi ame be wa atado japan. Hello, good morning.
What that is? I know me I'm going to put a first appeal and a very young everything. Mr. Nadella must support him fully. There are any other consulting executive or regional executive will not act as soon as possible. Because no much I may have put for boot today. Casaminyala, what logic governing Alan Walla. In Kumasi of the minister, the color of the defendants will rock for the comment. Or your whole alley. The comment that Hoko President, Minister, MP, DC, then as Nazane Governor Hanover. All of what the Bema camp. Of what the cover of the Bema, up the Vola, the Bema camp. I have a my dollar. The boss is I will for street right, but no man am wedding. Ever never send me my way now, street right today. All I just street right. No, you are rather the criminal.
Thank you very much.
And we are going to investigate this guy into the last drop of our blood. Minister Komiakaraji.
All right, akwe. Mina monu kwa mabu oche boni wa agere me miya ko yola de ode kaji 0247900764 0247900764 kule 0203766500 miya ko ame de kaji. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Abe mele claro be yapon na meta mi atro ho mobubu de kaji. Okay, so let's just make you, let me tamelo tamana mi on your final word, so then we'll go. William, your final word. Okay, let me do the benefit of doubt. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. William Kose Punami.
Good morning. Oh, you be part of the matter, Jerome.
All right. When I mean,
And you ever broke, you ever Nyano video by bosses. Ever as a meeting, I put on what America want to come. Come to Pune. The Neputete Ruki. Last minute, I was dangerous. I was talking to almost on your Daka. Kafa, I do a movie of Europe, Separator. Banu na kulma ona no bida mo kwabi order yes ye ko do wala pumi tanye be wa rusi lashi boko ye atoku bi enku biala the state property wa manyemi ka deju manyemi no bi ye tamere kuno kwanye sere my advice you should desist from this afa follow so bitela na advice ma deju ma no kwade nke no azen you cannot save it for the rest of your life you have long to go tamere kukune na advice to follow so na ya how to about municipal.
Thank you.
Akpanami.
Akpe be Naomi Miako yola wonde file. William.
Yo.
Final word.
I'll just say that the NDC should not take this victory for granted. The NDC, they should not be too happy about the victory and then take it for granted, because the Ghanaian voter anywhere at all is now enlightened. They can change you anytime, no matter what. And two, we in Movement for Change, I'll say it again, we are fulfilled about what happened, and we are happy that this has happened to the NPP. Next time, they will learn their lessons and they will not be biased to anybody within the party who has fought for the party for a very long time. And I want to say that we are waiting for our leader to come and tell us something. If he will ask us to go back, fine, we'll go. It's our party. We'll go back and join our people to rebuild the party and take it from the Chim mafias. NPP is a good party. It's a great party that anyone can belong to. But then the crop of leaders we have, they cause this problem. So I again want to say a very good morning to everybody. more especially my village, Tangbe, Ndine Miapete, Nkekeme Ninyona Mesiame, Akbe.
Thank you, William Tenu, for joining us. Foster.
What ave mapo nye fenya tai komaga don kujina ebe tebedi ebe nkune no nyape gologyo me ebe nkune no MPP executive school bete le nyape riama mi no nkulo don nusia nu ike mi polo sififiedi alo mi pobo juwa ko la de tebedi menyo wo to duko to e tani mi nya se alo mi pole tebedi kwa mi na mi nya mi ava protect du kɔƒe nu gakɔ yi ɖe dzi nɔvinye gblɔ nya ɖe be dziɖuɖu ke mi ɖu alo nke Ghana tɔ endorsement ke wona mia we shouldn't take it for granted. It's a fact. We will never take it for granted. That is why from the beginning mi le gblɔ be it is time for us to reset this country because mi kpɔn ke le dzi le dukɔ ke me me le George nam le gbegbe be ame yiwo ke President Mahama tia be wa head the transition team la these are experienced people. They have been in government before. Wa ya kunu me chito President Sube de kema angla de tefere ko, and I salute him so much for selecting these great individuals of the party, and I can assure everybody nane kema angla de tefere ko, we will come and reset this country. And no one cannot tepe awon kuna meseme enye mele globe ejike NDC do NDC MPP dunya hade egba before they will come back to power again. It will be very difficult for them because they have taken Ghanaians for granted for far too long, and we will let them know that this is not how to govern a country. We will rebuild this country again, and when even they themselves they'll be marveled.
Unless you fulfill your promises.
We will definitely do that. And the fact is that one thing you should know. One thing we should also know is that President Mahama has done it before. The track record is there. So I don't know why you people are worried. Some people are worried that probably he cannot do it. With the limited resources that he's given,
yes.
He has done it before.
Can your people be disciplined?
No.
Financially.
That is why I am saying
corruption.
You see,
and all of that.
you see.
Look,
Should be an intended
look,
approach.
I am telling you that the person has done it before.
okay.
He has done it before. The track record is there.
It's early
So you
days
should
yet.
trust him. We were here in this country when President Akufo-Addo told us that he has selected 120 ministers because he's in a hurry. He wanted to develop this country. What has happened? President Mahama will come and govern this country with 60 ministers. And you see what will happen.
Good.
You see how this country will develop.
Thank you. We look
You
forward
see
to
how
that.
we'll put the state resources to good use. We will not share it to party chronics and like how the MPP has done. You see how we'll change things in this country. But one thing before I end, Ghanaians shouldn't worry. I keep hearing people saying that when we come and we don't punish these people for the wrong things that the state property and things that they have done, they have stolen from this country. If we don't do it, they will punish us. I just want to assure them that probably that will be the first thing that this government will do. Operation Recover All Loot. That is why we are now vigilant. We are very vigilant on them. All the loot, the power has been given to us. We will protect the state properties. Good morning to everybody.
Power has been given to us, according to Anani Foster. We will protect state-owned government properties. And thank you very much. 5 minutes past 10 has been quite a journey. There's a message here on Facebook says from Kukobo Stephen says, good morning and good morning to your guests, especially Mr. William, for good work he's doing for Ghana. I love the show this morning, Pa. And sisters, NDC needs to be vigilant these days. I'm in agreement with Mr. William. Thank you very much, Kukobo Stephen, for joining us on Facebook. Tomorrow again will be another day, Thursday, and we'll do another one on the Global Morning Show. My name is Walter King. Up next is the Urban Beat with Thames and the entire crew. My name is Walter King. Have a wonderful day.